Line to kick the pitch. And downstairs.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice. But it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
The 1-0. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And there's a ball. Betts aboard here at first with nobody out. Now Murphy has some trouble with it. And the runner stays where he is. Close, but called a ball. 3 balls and a strike. Freeman will take his base.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
The next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Here comes Max Muncy. First offering misses the mark.
Count 1-0.
And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it. Whatever it was.
Fastball in for a strike. 1-2. Right through there. Got him. Now one away.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And a good eye there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch inside. Now 3-1. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
David Peralta at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
The next pitch misses, and now 3-0. That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
Man, that looked to be in the strike zone right there. That's a tough one to have go against you and force in a run.
Jason Hayward, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. That one close, ruled a ball. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's down and in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That's off the mark, and the count's full. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
James Outman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Misses off the inside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Just missed. And a pitch. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. That one missed.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
In there. And so now 1-2. 1 out. Bases full. Next one misses. It's 2-2. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it. That one misses, and that'll bring home a run.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Mookie Betts. The walk and a run scored his first time. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ball 1 there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's even up.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Struck him out looking.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freeman.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 2 outs. Bases are full. That's in there. And it's a ball and a strike. There's the strike. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Well done behind the dish. 3-2 now. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Smith, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Next offering is down low.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Bases loaded, 2 down. That is ball 4, and that'll bring home a run.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
The 1-0. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Rojas, the runner at third. Freeman at second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Strider picks over. Smith back easily. Here's a 3-0. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded. And I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk. And you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Martinez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 2. Good eye right there. That's in there. Strike 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The pitch. In the dirt, but kept close.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
David Peralta steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. And the righty deals. And that's in the dirt.
Well, there's nowhere to put him, so I'm a little surprised we've seen all off-speed stuff so far. Going to have to challenge him at some point in the zone.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. No advance on the bases, but it's 3-0 now.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Hayward at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is downstairs.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it, there's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
And a pitch.
2-0.
That misses. 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
That hits the dirt. Ball 1. And that one missing low.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
3-0 down. Squirts away a little bit.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Now it's Mookie Betts. He struck out with a loaded his.
Hey, one more word, I'ma call Jug Knight. It's my man's. Boy, he like Kimbo Slice. He got hands. TSA frisk me, they say I got something in my jeans. Big bands. Baby girl on me a little too chunky for me. Call Lance, you be talking big, ain't down for the ride. Feeling like the mafia when we go mob. I be with some that be really outside. I'm out the driver's seat and let them ghost ride. Send to the women, I'm Fat Maxwell. Man, wanna see me in a big black cell. He was in a life like Johnny Manziel. Today hit him up like Blue Cantrell. Then hate from the house, I'm in Hollywood in a penthouse, Baby girl mad that I won't, I don't give on a discount. Funny how I'm eating more than I ever ate, but you check a plate and I slim down, If you owe me money, better skip town, look. Getting frisked extra down, Facts, one more word, I'ma call Jug Knight. It's my man's. Boy, here like Kimbo Slice. He got hands. TSA frisk me, they say I got something in my jeans. Big bands. Baby girl on me a little too chunky for me. Call Lance. Facts. 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. Spinning corners, 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. On my tails, 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. Spinning corners, 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. Look, hey, we in the breeze. Lone Star boy like Vietnamese. Like a young Mike Tyson, you a Roy Jones Jr. weak in the knees. Put some bass in your voice when you speaking to me. I ain't tripping, let somebody give me reason to be. You ain't tough like you talking, I'm very certain. You a tweet, you a scary person with the inside schoolboy there in person. Ringside, Larry Merchant, you a Howard Cosell. Walking folktale, halfway, look wholesale. Wishing on the star it go well. To somebody like us, had enough of it. Sock it in the neck for the of it. Nickname off. One more word, I'ma call Jug Knight. It's my man's. Boy, here like Kimbo Slice. He got hands. TSA frisk me, they say I got something in my jeans. Big bands. Baby girl on me a little too chunky for me. Call Lance. Facts. 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. Spinning corners, 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. On my tails, 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail. Spinning corners, 30 years with that, like I feel brothers on my tail.
They call me, yeah, they call me modern trash. I am just a common fad. Wrote myself a letter for the gods. Now it's crumpled in the bottle. Took a while to start, like an engine in the winter time. Somehow I move forward, not a broken record, I'll be fine. And I live the fool for life. Soon I gotta see the bear. Word is looking at me like what's next. Wonder if they care. Me and Alex used to in the park bench, laying foundations, turn it to a garden, yeah. Might not make it to the top. People telling me to stop. Everything could go wrong. Yeah, never had the world in my hands. They gon' throw salt on my head, leave me haunted. I'm finished till a wall full of faces are calling me God. Welcome to the jungle. It's what happens when you wake up. Yeah, then I spend a bar for the money, keep on going till I'm finished, till I fall for my graves and they calling me flood. Welcome to the jungle. It's what happens when you still like. Now I'm moving with a. Buddy, I ain't made. I don't need a conversation. Let me get paid. You could get a flick in a jiffy. Johnny Quaker's my nickname.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's Ronald Acuna. Junior at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That misses, and away we go this afternoon. On the ground, out to short. And no throw. He's into first easily.
Batting second.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. In the air, out towards right center. And Albies is retired. Runner tags up for second. Here's Austin Riley. On the ground to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Slides, but it gets by him. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 2-0. He's safe at third. It's a 2-run triple. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park homer on a ground ball. And man, defensive drills should be fun tomorrow. Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit, takes ball one. Big time power. That one hammered center field. Laureano going back some more, and he brings it into the warning track. Digging in, Michael Harris. Swung on, belted. That's back, and it's gone. He powers one out to right field, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. So here's Murphy now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one's gone. He'll touch them all. And they add a run. It's 5-0. Here's Eddie Rosario. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Brennan ranging back. Still going back. Gone.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And he's there at third with a triple.
Now back.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 0 for 1. Now fly ball to right center. Laureano trying to get there. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Stephen Kwan is making a name for himself. He won the College World Series playing at Oregon State. He played along with Adley Rutschman and Nick Madrigal, and he took home a Gold Glove his first year in the majors, 2022.
We're going to talk about a guy who makes great contact. Hard to throw it past him. He does not swing and miss very often.
Throw on to Olsen. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Jose Ramirez. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
On the ground. Throws to first. That's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We head to the second in our... And welcome back. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Bieber back to work. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add on. It's 7-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
And now Austin Riley.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that's a double. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Flied out his first time. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. No throw, and they've got him loaded, nobody out. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. Passes third. He wants it all. The tag on him. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. He's already homered in this one. Hammer, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here's Sean Murphy. That one out to right. Brennan under it. And puts the squeeze on that. 2 down. Tries to get back and save.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Rosario at the plate and takes high there. Hit hard. That gets through. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 10-0. On to second, and he throws it away. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You've got to flush it.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Acuna, the next to hit, takes outside. Popped up. And that's the 3rd out. But the long ball was worth. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the DH, Cole Calhoun. The pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Harris settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Laureano comes up to hit. In there, and it's 0-1.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
That one way outside, and it's 1-1. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's Andres Gimenez. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Albies over to first in time. 3 up, 3 down. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the 3rd inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. His teammates are not. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Olsen up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1.
No strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Matt Olson, he's one of those guys with light tower power from the left side. You know, reached 100 career home runs in less than 400 games played.
Right there is Laureano. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging for 3rd. Albies coming home. The throw in. It's offline, and he scores. And they extend their lead.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
In the air, center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. Look out! And it hit him. He's probably going to get tossed here. The home plate umpire is out, and yes, he's been ejected.
Well, they must have known he was getting thrown out after a warning had already been issued, and there's no questioning this decision.
Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 2 down. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. And that's in there for strike 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Now a long throw home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Welcome back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now, Will Brennan. And the right-hander back to work. And there's a base hit to left.
Batting 8.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Over to first, and he saved. Naylor, 23 years old, and he was born in Canada.
Steal.
Brennan caught in a rundown now. Wide throw, and it gets away. And safe. It's a stolen base. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bounce to the right side. All the way across the 3rd. Not in time. He's safe. Here's Brian Riccio. That one fouled off. Brennan on 3rd. Naylor at first with no outs. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. To first, save. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. On the ground, right side, 4. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. So first and second with 1 man gone. Here's Jose Ramirez. And takes low for ball 1. Well, Jose Ramirez had a sensational 2018 season. He became just the 8th player ever to have a season with 30 doubles, 30 homers, 30 steals. Now here's an easy out with a pair of runners stranded together. Things getting a little messy on the bases. And now it's Josh Naylor. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris after it. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Eddie Rosario. And he deals. Chris Emmanuel Clase has turned into one of the best closers in baseball, and he's got a nasty cutter. Originally signed by the Padres in 2017, but San Diego traded him to Texas. Eventually, he made his big league debut in 2019, was traded again, this time to Cleveland in the Corey Kluber deal. To the right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Now batting.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
So, Boog, you're the fashion police. What do you got on Ronald Acuna and the way that he accessorizes the uni?
Oh, Siggy, I dig it. The Braves base colors red and blue, but he adds the yellow. It kind of represents the Venezuelan flag, the country that he hails from. Off the mark there. 2 balls, no strikes. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Here's a 3-0. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
1 out, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Naylor makes the catch. 2 down. Here is Matt Olson. And there's a ball. Albies off of first with 2 away. Missing inside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. At the belt and fires. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. It's got to find a way just let it travel a hair more.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field. And the next pitch is way outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Pitch out, but no action. And the 1-0. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. And welcome back. Ready to go, bottom 4 at the plate. Cole Calhoun, the right-hander, back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. That one ripped. That's going back. Back some more. And that one is out of here.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay. You know, these Guardians, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. And that one wrapped foul. 0-2 now. To the right side. And it stays fair. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. So a man aboard. And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. That one down the line. And that's just foul. The pitch. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball still 0-2. Righty to the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And the pitch. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Man at first, and up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. And it's fouled away.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Acuna after it. Makes the grab on the run. And that will end the inning. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. We played 4. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Marcell Ozuna. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Kicks and fires. In for a strike. 2-2. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Round second, digging for third. He's not stopping. On his way home. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying.
Oh, this one high. Baseball from the Lone Star State. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, this guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, and the guys that are playing behind him just seem to take it to another level. You know, he's the type of guy, he's not having a good day, to try to save that bullpen for the game and the next game. He'll go out there and wear it. So in this one, if he can keep his pitch count down early, he has the ability to work deep into this ball game.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Throw into third, and he's got himself a triple.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Austin Riley, a guy that's turned into one of the young stars in the National League. Chris, he's got big-time power. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's got power, and he's also been able to develop the glove defensively. Another guy that Ron Washington's helped go to the next level. Now he doesn't have to worry about making mistakes defensively, and he can have better at-bats because of it.
And the 2-2. Runners breaking for the plate. Pitch in for a strike. Out at the plate. He tries to steal home. And now Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. Fought off foul. The 0-1. And strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Hit in the air, right field. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
And a foul ball. Ramirez, the base runner at first with 1 out. And 1-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have.
Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. And the throw gets away. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Good eye right there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. And puts the squeeze. He's on that one. And that is that. Top of the second. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. The wind of the pitch. High in the air, out to right. Brennan on the move. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's one down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man aboard now with one away. Around first, digging for 2. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. Shane Bieber, former 4th-round pick. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. Out to center. Laureano settles under it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around first and hustling for second. Murphy trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Bottom of the second. Now it's the Guardians DH, Cole Calhoun. Ripped to first, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Andres Jimenez. In the air, out to center. And that'll do it. Guardians go down 1-2-3. And it remains 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. The pitch. And that one off the outside edge. Rosario in his 8th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in Puerto Rico. The next offering misses. And it's 2-0. Bounce to the left side. On to first. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. Next pitch is popped up. Jimenez right there to make the grab. And there are 2 outs. Here's Acuna now. Grounded out his first time up. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Kwan going back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here at the ballpark, and now it's going to be Will Brennan. And a pitch. Fly ball down the line. And that one gets down, fair ball. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so.
The throw to second is offline. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle. And it gets by him. 1 run's in.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Ramirez up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And he's already singled in this game. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And now 2-1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Here's the 2-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tied up here in the early going. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two on, 1 out. In the air, right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. Close play, but in there. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, it's a nice job right there. It's always great when you can get on the scoreboard first. Just good situational hitting to bring him home from 3rd right there.
Long run, tracks it down. The wind and the pitch. Hard ground ball, base 9.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The 1-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at 1st and 2nd with nobody out. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 1. He flied out to right his first trip. In there for strike 1. Drilled in the air. Right field. Way back there. And that is out of here. A 3-run shot. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Ozuna in the box for the 2nd time. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Next pitch misses, and now 2-0.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that's in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that one hammered way back there. it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
Harris takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. To the right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Oh, he throws it away. Around second now, going for three. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. And he makes it all the way to third. So a costly throwing error there. So here's Murphy now, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off. On a line, base hit. In comes the run from third. It's 5-2. Slides, but it gets by him.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Hit on the ground might be two. Jimenez to second, double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So they move out in front after ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Cole Calhoun. Here comes the pitch. That one missed.
1 ball, no strike.
On the ground right side. Throw on to Olsen. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. The 0-1. Good eye in that spot.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
That's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And the batter now, Will Brennan. On the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove. Bo Naylor now at the plate. Singled and scored his first time. Comebacker could be 2. In plenty of time to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's Brian Riccio. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Kicks and deals. Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna there. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Here's Orlando Arcia. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. In safely, it's a leadoff double in the 5th. Now around third, waving him home. He scores. It's 6-3. So the batting order turns over. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And it finds its way through for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Waste no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Then there's one down. Naylor with a relay home, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Well, that's the 3rd run of the inning, and these guys are doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
On the ground to first, and he picks it up in foul territory. When you think about the best defensive first baseman in the game, Olson is certainly in the conversation. He's won multiple Gold Gloves over there, and it seems like the throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and that's a fair ball, and that rolls into the corner. The run comes in from second, and it's 9-3. And he'll pull into third with an RBI triple.
Comes through with the RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was
on the ground to first. One away, runners at first and third. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Out towards right center field. Laureano settles under it. And there's 2 down. Jimenez with a relay throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 10-3.
Well, that's the way to come into a new club, superstar or not. Humble yourself and just try to assimilate as one of the guys.
It's through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Swing, and he breaks his bat. They get the force. That ends the frame. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They and welcome back. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And here it comes. Right side. Acuna has it sized up. He's got it. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Jose Ramirez. You know, Singy, Jose Ramirez signed that big extension, a 5-year, $124 million contract before the 2022 season. But right before that happened, the Guardians came this close to trading him. And ball 1.
1-1.
That one's in there. Now 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next one misses. 3-2 now. Righty delivers. Ground ball to the right side. Sends it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. Here's Josh Naylor. First offering, and it just misses. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And the righty deals. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Hauls it in on the warning track. The Guardians go down. Top 6. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. Acuna, 25 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Hard ground ball, base knock. Acuna into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. Laureano going back some more, and it hits the fence. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. One run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they now lead by 9.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. In the air to left center. Kwan makes the catch. Runner tags up for third. Here comes Riley. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 13-3.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Left-hand hitter waits. Double play ball to second. There's one, and they'll just get the one. Here's Sean Murphy. What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Is this redemption for my soul?
Back here at the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Cole Calhoun. Calhoun, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2010. And a pitch. And a ground ball to first. Olson takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Can't field it cleanly. Throw to first, gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. That one to first, takes it himself, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Eddie Rosario.
Left fielder, number 8.